Let's start on the northeast corner of Boca Raton and talk about Spanish River Park and Beach. It's a great park. It's deceivingly big. You don't realize how much green space there is and how many activities and features that this park has until you're actually inside. What's really nice about this park is you can walk under the tunnels to go to the beach, which is cool. So you don't have to cross over A1A. The other cool thing about this park is there's a kayak, paddleboard, and canoe launch ramp area right here on the map, as you can see. And when you come out of the kayak and canoe and paddleboard area, there's a huge area called Lake Rogers and Lake Wyman that's very pretty to kayak and paddleboard and do all those water activities in the intercoastal. So that's something that's really unique about Spanish River Park specifically. They also have volleyball, you can grill, you can do a lot of those other things there. And there's just a lot to do in this park, and it's really nice. The next place I want to show you here on the map is the Gumbo Limbo Nature Center. It's just south of Spanish River Park, as you can see here on the map. It's on the island. It's really cool. There's a ton of green space, and it's owned and operated by the city of Boca Raton. It's a research center and a rehabilitation center. It has affiliations with Florida Atlantic University, and they do a lot of studies, and they help sea turtles and other sea life that needs rehabilitation. And you can go into the facility and check out what they're doing. You can learn a lot about sea life. You can see a lot of the sea life in the area. Kids love it here. My niece absolutely loves it. And there's a lot of green space and walking paths that you can kind of check out while you're there. So this is definitely another cool spot worth checking out here in Boca Raton. Next, you can basically walk here across the street to Red Reef Park. Red Reef Park is pretty neat because it has a 9-hole public golf course right there. You can jump on the City of Boca Raton's website and schedule a tee time, which is usually pretty easy to get access to, in my opinion. And then once you're done golfing, you can go right to the beach. There's also some snorkeling on Red Reef Park that I've experienced. I think it's pretty cool too. So this whole little area is another great little park/beach to check out if you're in the area. Now, if we keep moving here south on the map, we will bump into South Beach Park. South Beach Park is the most popular beach here in Boca Raton. It's typically the busiest park. You can see it spans all the way from Palmetto Park Road, basically, up to Red Reef Park. You can see here on the map, this is the pavilion. There's some parking there, but there's a lot of parking within the park itself. And usually if you don't have a pass from the city, you will have to pay $35 a day. If you are a resident of the city, then you get to pay an annual fee of $70 or something like that. And you could pull right in there and park, which is really efficient. And then if you want to grab a bite to eat while you're at the park, or you want to just spend some time, grab some ice cream, whatever, you can walk back across A1A down Palmetto Park Road, and there's some restaurants and some things going on over there that you can grab some food at. This park is really nice. It also is the busiest in the area. Now let's move a little west here, and I'll show you some of the more interior parks in the area. Sugar Sand Park is a really great one. It's pretty popular in the area, especially if you have kids. There's a carousel, there's nature trails, there's a science area, there's a theater. There's a lot going on inside that park, and there's a lot of activities. And typically, if you have kids, you probably will end up at Sugar Sand Park at some point. The next park that I think is worth mentioning is Patch Reef Park right here on the map. It has a lot of sports fields such as soccer, tennis, pickleball now too, baseball fields, fitness trails. They do a lot of intramural games, pickup games, all that good stuff is going on over here at this park. Now let's move further west on the map and let's talk about a really big park, South County Regional Park. This is a massive park out west. It's about 847 acres. It has everything, lit athletic facilities. It's got a water park, a nature center, amphitheater. It's got a golf course. You can launch your boats, motored boats, onto the lake here in that area. It's a great park, a lot of space, a lot of activities. While we're on the topic of parks, let's quickly transition to golf courses here. There are a significant amount of golf courses here in the city of Boca Raton, but a lot of them are private with private club memberships. There's a lot of country club communities here in Boca Raton. There are some public golf courses. Let me talk to you about a few of those real quick. Let me first show you here on the map Red Reef Golf Course, which I mentioned just a little bit ago when we talked about Red Reef Park. Red Reef Golf Course is a 9-hole golf course. It's really nice. It's right on the beach. I love this golf course because I'm not a great golfer, and this is really fun to quickly hit 9 holes and then go right to the beach after I'm done. So cool place, worth checking out. Awesome to kind of just golf right on the beach here. The next one worth mentioning here is the Boca Raton Golf and Racquet Club. This is a newer golf course for the city of Boca Raton. It was recently donated. They're undergoing a $7 million renovation, so when this is done, it's going to be really nice. The next one I want to show you on the map is the last one here, which is Osprey Point Golf Course, all the way out west, borders the Everglades, relatively a much bigger golf course than the other two we just mentioned. Now let me show you where all the fun stuff is here in the city on the map, such as downtown, shopping, nightlife, restaurants, all that good stuff. Let's check it out. Let's first start with Mizner Park. It's the main downtown that everybody knows about here in Boca Raton. It's north of Palmetto Park Road, just east of Federal Highway. It's got a lot going on. There's a lot of nightlife here. There's an amphitheater where they put on concerts. There's a museum of arts. There's boutique shops everywhere. There's an iPic movie theater. There's a big bowling alley here. There's restaurants and bars, and there's some really good ice cream shops. So this is a great place to go out. There's a lot of activity going on. It's a great spot for nightlife and just going out and enjoying yourself. And the next spot, I would say, if you move just a little south of downtown Mizner Park, is Royal Palm Place. Royal Palm Place you could basically walk to from Mizner Park. So there's a lot going on between Mizner Park and Royal Palm Place right here on the map. There's a bunch more restaurants, shops. There's a lot of little bars over there too. So that's a great place to go out as well. The next spot I would say if you're looking for restaurants and stuff is anything east of Federal Highway off of Palmetto Park Road. There's a bunch of little restaurants scattered throughout that area. There's a lot of really good restaurants over there. So that's just another spot to check out. And this is basically the high-level gist of what downtown Boca Raton looks like and is and where to go in that area. The next spot worth mentioning here on the map is the Boca Raton Town Center Mall. It's a pretty cool spot. It's pretty fancy. They got a lot of nice restaurants and retail establishments in there. A lot of people go there just to kind of walk around, enjoy the vibe, and then grab some dinner. So check it out. Now let's move a little west here to the shops at Boca Center. It's just south of Glades, just east of Military, just west of 95. This place has some good restaurants in it, Rocco's Tacos as an example. You can grab some dinner here. You can grab some drinks with some maybe work colleagues. Also, Total Wine is in this shopping center, which is a massive liquor store. So this is just a great spot worth checking out. Now let's move out west and I will show you Uptown Boca here. It's just south of Glades Road, just east of 441. It's a nice new location. It's got a lot of fast casual food like Chick-fil-A, Bolé, Just Salad. It's got a Sloan's ice cream, which is awesome. So if you live out west here, you may frequent this location. Additionally, worth commenting on is out west, there's a lot more big box stores. So if you live in the east, you may come out west from time to time to go to some of these big box stores like Home Depot, Dick's Sporting Goods, and Target. So that's pretty much the gist of the big shopping / downtown areas in West Boca.